Hi everybody. Today I'm going to make some vegetable soup. I've had a look in my fridge and I found lots of different vegetables. Before we start cooking, it's always important to wash your hands. We need some warm water and we need some soap. And we wash our hands really carefully under the water for 20 seconds to make sure our hands are nice and clean. Here's some of the vegetables that I found. See if you can remember what they're called. This is a broccoli and we can cut it. It's quite soft with a small knife, and we can cut small little florets off the top. It's really good for you. This is a green pepper. It's called a pepper, but it's not too spicy at all. This is a different type of pepper. This is a chili pepper, and the seeds inside are really small and very spicy. So when you're cooking with it, you always have to wash your hands afterwards before you touch your face or your eyes, because it can still sting you. But it's really yummy. This is very good for your heart. Can you remember what it's called? It's garlic. And inside we've got little cloves of garlic. And you break one off and you peel off the skin, and inside it's white. And you chop it up small and it's delicious. And it's really good for your heart. These are potatoes, but they're special potatoes. They're called sweet potatoes, and you can use a potato peeler to take off the skin like this. They're really sweet. This is an onion. You cut the top and the bottom off, peel off the paper, and then you can use your knife to chop it up really small. Sometimes it can make your eyes sting, but that's okay. You can wash your hands afterwards and wash the onion afterwards and it will be fine. Does anyone know what this is? This is spinach. It's really good for you. Makes you big and strong. And this vegetable, that is a butternut squash. You need a really strong knife to cut this, and you have to be really careful of your fingers. And you can cut it into small pieces and cook it. And I'm going to put all of these vegetables in a saucepan, and when I've given them a really good wash in my big sieve, I'm going to put them in a saucepan and make some nice soup. I'm going to add a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper and a few baby plum tomatoes. Eating fruit and vegetables is always really good for you, and it's important to make healthy choices when you're eating. Have you got any of these at home? Maybe you could practice cutting and peeling to see if you could make something nice as well. Happy cooking! Hi everybody! So I have finished roasting my vegetables. I put them into a big tin with some herbs. I've used oregano and some extra salt and pepper. And now I'm going to use a spoon and I'm going to transfer them. I'm going to put them into this really big saucepan. Now, this tin has come out of the oven, so it's really important that you hold your tin with a proper oven glove, which will stop your hands from burning. When I've put all of my vegetables into the saucepan, I'm going to need to mash them up so they become really, really soft. Now I can either use a hand whisk, if you've got one of these. You have to be super careful because it's got a blade inside, and you plug it in, and you might need somebody to help you with this, and it goes up and down and it blends all of your vegetables together to make it start looking like a soup. If you don't have a hand whisk, that's fine, because you can also use a masher, and you push it down and it will make all of your vegetables get mashed up and soft so that you can start making your soup. Hi, so now we're ready to mash the vegetables together. I'm going to use my hand whisk. It's a little bit noisy, but you push the button and it starts to blend all your vegetables together. Like so. You can still use the masher, but if you do have one of these, it might be a little bit easier. And I'm going to keep mashing until it's all soft. And when I finish doing that, I'm going to pour in my stock, which I've been mixing up here with my spoon and my hot water. So let's add the stock now. So there you have it. I've blended all my stock and my vegetables together, and I've made a lovely thick vegetable soup. Now, if you don't like your soup too thick, or you like it even smoother, you can keep mashing or keep adding water and stock until it's just right for you. But I like my soup quite thick. So now I'm going to, while it's still warm, I'm going to put it into my bowl, like so. It smells really nice. And for an extra treat, if you have any, you can put a tiny little swirl of cream on top. And there you have it. Vegetable soup, homemade. It's fun to make, and it's really good for you.